So as some of you guys might remember, I did a video about 2 years ago on how strong the MCU version of Captain America is, and since I did that video before Avengers Infinity War came out, I've been seeing a ton of comments saying I need to update the video because of the big fight scene towards the end of the movie. Remember that part when Earth's heroes, and some of the Guardians of the Galaxy, are trying everything they can to keep Thanos from reaching the Mind Stone? If you do, then you might remember that there's a moment when we see Captain America catching and apparently holding back an attack from the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. Now obviously when you do videos talking about stats and power levels and you say that some random character is only able to lift this much or that much or whatever, obviously you need to go back and do some updates from time to time, and at first glance you'd think something like this would definitely mean giving old Cap a massive strength upgrade. I mean, come on, Thanos casually kicked the shit out of post-Ragnarok Hulk and Thor, two of the biggest heavy hitters in the MCU so far, and Cap was able to hold him back no problem. Well, almost no problem. The thing is though, there's really nothing to calculate here. Like, this scene doesn't actually mean anything as far as Captain America's strength goes. And I know some of you guys are like, what? But that's clearly not true. Thanos looks like he's really trying, and he isn't pushing his hand down after Cap caught him. But trust me, that doesn't make any sense. First off, there's that little question of where the fuck was any of that strength even coming from? I mean, no offense to anybody who likes the MCU version of Captain America, I personally think he's a great character and everything, but he's clearly a good deal weaker than some of the people / things that he's had to fight throughout his time in the MCU. And I know some of that, like his fight with Loki in the Avengers, can be hand-waved away by saying he just came out of the ice not too long ago, or he hasn't really had time to train or let his powers grow or whatever, but still, there's really only so much you can try to explain away before you realize none of it makes any sense. I mean, seriously, what are people trying to say about this scene here? That Captain America is stronger than Thanos? Okay, fine, I'll play devil's advocate. Even lowballing this and saying that Steve was as strong as Thanos in this scene, lowballing, that's pretty funny, then that still begs the question of how he was having any problems with the Outriders, Loki, the Chitauri, Ultron, Red Skull, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man, and anybody else he was trying to fight after thawing out in the present day. Hell, if this guy was as strong as the most feared guy in the universe, somebody who most everybody seemed to agree was the strongest being to ever live,
Thanos is the most powerful being in the universe,
then wouldn't a single punch from Captain America splatter anybody or anything he went up against at some point? He'd basically beat Goku after he started getting out in the world, or hell, maybe even like One Punch Man now that I think about it. And things would be even more ridiculous if you tried arguing that this scene was just his base strength pushed to its limits for some reason or another. I mean, yeah, you can try throwing around ideas like, well yeah, maybe Steve isn't normally as strong as Thanos, but maybe he had an adrenaline boost or something. But come on, that doesn't make any sense either. I mean, Thanos fucked up a guy who could tank a neutron star blast and pushed his fingers through some of the toughest metal on Earth, for fuck's sakes. What kind of an adrenaline boost do you think a guy who had trouble beating up some robots would need to keep up with that? So yeah, clearly Cap wasn't able to actually hold back Thanos in Infinity War, right? Yeah, I know he slammed his hand down, and I know he got this weird look on his face like, what? How did this guy stop me? But trust me, I promise you, Thanos was definitely not actually stopped. I mean, like I said earlier, the guy fucked up the Hulk. I highly doubt a regular guy, even a super strong regular guy, could actually hold back somebody who went toe-to-toe with one of the strongest beings in the universe. But if that's the case, then what the hell's going on here? Well, it's simple. Thanos was holding back, and he was just surprised that some random dude was not only able to stand up to him after taking a blast from an Infinity Stone, but he also managed to muster up the energy to stop a bare-bones attack from him. I mean, think about what all Thanos went through in this movie. He took down sorcerers, gods, monsters, a genius in a suit of armor, all of whom were definitely stronger than Cap, and after popping up on Earth, Thanos was just casually swatting away everybody that came at him. Based on all that, he probably just wasn't expecting some Earthling to have the strength or the drive to stand up to him over and over again.
I could do this all day.
Really though, the only piece of evidence we really needed to debunk this whole thing was that badass punch Steve took to the head. You'd think a guy as tough as Thanos could have tanked that a little bit better, right? Damn, that looks brutal. At least it seemed like he got up alright afterwards. Could you imagine Steve basically turning into Rocky Balboa after that punch?
This is gonna work, Steve.
Hi, my name is Rocky Balboa, the Italian stallion. They say I'm the American dream, but not, cause can I do it over again?
But anyways guys, that's my take on how exactly Captain America stopped Thanos towards the end of Avengers Infinity War. If you guys agreed with anything I said in this video, or you have your own thoughts you want to throw out there, then go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, I will see you all next time. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like this video, then go ahead and click that like button, and if you're new, maybe consider clicking that subscribe button too. I've also got links to my Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and Patreon in the description. You should probably check those out too. And if you want to see more of my content, then you can click the link to my last video. It's right there in the middle of your screen. Alright, and I will see you all next time.